everybody. I want to talk about one of the most valuable lessons I've taken from parental estrangement. And I think it's really, really important because it's so easy for us to talk to people and hear information about someone, whether it's on the media or through third-hand information. And I think the most valuable lesson I have learned is to be a think for myselfer. What I mean about that is I've heard through the grapevine that falsehoods have been stated about me. One of which is that I am no longer alive. Supposedly, I died of a heart attack. Now, I haven't gotten into more of that conversation, but as you can see, I'm still here and my heart's still ticking. So, in going through all of that, I've realized if someone gives me information about another person, it is best I find out for myself, because what that person states may not be 100% accurate. So, what I wrote down is what I have learned through parental estrangement is to listen to what someone has to say and find out for myself. If someone tells me they don't want a relationship with another person, my desire is to meet the other person to see if the disconnect is justified and warranted. When I met my husband, we both shared that we struggled in relationships with our parents. He met my mom, and I met his dad. After that, we could each see with eyes wide open the truth about the relationships as they were. I understood why he needed to disconnect, and he understood why I needed to disconnect. It's called eyes wide open. I'm the type of person that prefers to learn about someone as they are from my own experience. I've talked about my relationship with my mom in the past, how there is a disconnect, my reasons behind it, so on and so forth. And even though I'm disconnected from my mom, it doesn't mean other people are. I know my sisters have a relationship with my mom, even if it's, I don't know if it's close or not. I'm not sure. I'm not there. But I can guarantee you, if my mom were to pass away tomorrow and I was to go to the funeral, there would be people there that would say nice things about my mom, that would say she's a nice person, they were close, they were good friends, they went on trips together, they spent time together. I know my mom's part of a group of, she's still friends with women she was in grade school and high school with. They still gather, they do things, etc. So even if I don't have a relationship with someone, doesn't mean other people don't. My experience with one person will differ from, not day to day, but it differs from that of other people. So even if my daughters have told people that I'm not a nice person, you will find people in my life that say I am, that will negate what they're saying. So if they're saying I'm not and someone else is saying I am, does that kind of even it out? So where does that leave me? That leaves me somewhere in the middle. A lot of people can say they were abused, and some people have been abused. And there's different levels of mistreatment. But the truth of the matter is I think it's important we think for ourselves. Just because you are fed information doesn't necessarily mean it's going to apply to you. I mean, for God's sakes, Jeffrey Dahmer, he had neighbors, and some people actually talked with him, and some people worked with him and probably said he was a nice person. Maybe he was disconnected, but that's just the way it is. So what your experience with someone is may not be the same experience someone else had. So even if you don't like your parent, doesn't mean they don't have friends. I mean, they don't go out to the grocery store and the checkout person might say, oh, your mom's the nicest person in the world. So That's why I tend to try to keep my experiences and thoughts to myself for the most part. I've talked about my experience, why I disconnected, but you may meet my mom and you might really like her. That's okay. That's the way the world works. So anyways, that's all I've got, and I will be back.